So journalism to me means helping people understand the world around them, giving them information, whether it's breaking news or stories about their neighbors or uncovering government corruption. It can be a lot of things. There will be no democracy, I don't think, really. We're very hard to have a democracy without journalism because you need journalists to call. I think it's a vital part of the world we live in. It's so necessary. The world is so complicated. What journalists do best is to take a lot of information and analyze it and help people understand it. Some milestones are court decisions which make it harder for the government to prosecute journalists. And I think actually there's a big attack on journalism by the government, the federal government here, going on now, which I think is just outrageous. Hopefully journalism survives and we're able to push past that. But I think, there's been a lot of major court decisions which have empowered the press, which is all good. Powerful people are always trying to strip away the rights of the press because they fear the press. There's been a lot of groundbreaking stories which have been very, very important in the history of journalism. I'm happy and sort of humble to say I worked in one of them, the Catholic Church sexual abuse crisis story. They were milestones, and I can speak most directly about Spotlight, obviously, and we had no idea how big that story would be when we started it. For us, it was I don't want to say another story. We had an idea it was going to be a big story. That's why the Spotlight team was working on it. But we had no idea how big it would be and how fast it would get big. It grew so fast. The first indication we got of how major the story was when the story was in the paper that day and the phones just started ringing and ringing and ringing. In the movie, the last scene, it shows all the phones just ringing and us bringing down people. And that was true. We had to bring in all the interns just to answer the phones for us. We got hundreds and hundreds of phone calls from around the Boston area. And then very quickly, because of the internet, this was one of the first stories that went viral, first entrepreneurial stories that went viral on the internet. We started getting calls from around the country and then internationally. And that happened so fast, and it just sort of floored us. I mean, it just totally surprised us at how quickly that story exploded. And it became such a big story so fast. And I still marvel because I still read headlines from around the globe about the same sorts of stories, and it's very humbling to realize that you played a part in helping start that ball rolling. The Globe did not treat it with sensationalism. I mean, there's definitely news organizations that are more sensational than others. The Globe did not treat that with sensationalism. The movie certainly did not treat it with sensationalism. We were very, very happy with the movie and how it portrayed some pretty horrible events, but basically you never see any kind of, there's nothing sexual in the movie at all, and which to us was great. And it's basically just 2 hours of people talking, which just makes it a very unusual Hollywood movie where usually there's car crashes and car chases and gunfights and whatever, people sleeping with each other. And so this was a very different kind of movie. We're very, very happy it got made.